Hello, it's the Imperfect Gardener, and I've been working on planting the garden this afternoon. Actually, it's evening. I guess it's evening. It's about 4:30. Got my pepper plants over yonder that I just put in. Pepper plants all along, down at the very end, some celery, and then I've come along and put in some cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to space these Brussels sprouts out. It says they need 24 inches apart from each other. Mine aren't 24, but I'm going 15 to 18. Boy, it's hard for me to plant something 24 inches apart. But I'll learn because it's the first year I've done those. I'll see how big they get and see how they do. And then I just wanted to show you how, once I get going on some rows, here's something I do. I took all the, what are these ones? Broccoli and cabbage. Down there at the end is cabbage. I just set all my pots out here that I'm going to plant and kind of spaced them out where I want them evenly spaced out. And then I just grabbed my little shovel and I went through and I've dug out the hole on each one. Move it over, dug a little hole for each one real quick. Kind of like an assembly line. Now I'm going to go through and throw some water in each of them. And then I'll run in and pop in the plant, cover it with dirt all the way down, pop in the plant, cover it with dirt all the way down until I'm done, and then water all of them over again. So that's one way of doing it. It kind of seems faster to me than putting a hole, putting in a plant, watering, and putting a hole, putting a plant. I did one video like that just to show how you plant things, but when I'm getting ready to do a whole row like this, I generally dig all the holes all the way down the row and then pop all the plants in and then water all the plants. So it just goes a little quicker that way. When I get this row done, I think I might have one more row that I'm going to do over here today. I was hoping, when I came out, I was planning on these 3 rows holding my peppers, celery, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and my okra. And I've got all these plants out here, except the okra isn't out yet, and I still have these plants left over here, which I knew. There's celery over there. I had so many that I grew. I still have a lot left. The okra, I only have, I don't know, about 9 or 10 little okras that actually grew indoors when I tried it. And I'm going to pop those in the ground and then put some seeds in for the rest of my okra. So I think it's going to have to go in a new row because this row is getting full. And I decided I want to, not short myself too much on stuff. I tend to plant tons of tomatoes. And I was thinking, I can a lot of the tomatoes, but really I want the broccoli, the Brussels sprouts, cabbage, all that stuff this year. Lettuce, I want all these things. So I'm going to make room for them. And then as we keep making rows, we're raking rows up still down here, which I wanted to have all done before this weekend, but I didn't. And my son's helping me with them. And so as I get headed down that way, if I don't have room for all my tomato plants, I just had this crazy brainstorm that I might just grab the grass down there at the end. I could just take some black plastic, cover a bunch of that grass up, and then dig a hole in each spot of the black plastic and stick a tomato plant in there and see if it'll grow. And just spread my garden out that way, because digging up all that grass to lengthen the garden more for my tomatoes ain't going to happen this year. This is so hard to dig up grass. Oh, I hate it. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Of course, now I'm off topic. Yeah, so do your stuff in assembly line style. Sometimes that helps out. It's a beautiful day in Michigan, and I'm really excited to get these babies into the ground. And I have to say, I am proud of myself because I grew them from seed. It's the first year I've grown all of these from seed, and I'm really excited about it, and they look beautiful. God has definitely blessed me. Have fun gardening.